Who's ever had a flat tire? Well, if you hadn't had one yet, I can assure you you're going to have one eventually, and it's important to know how to change one. Now, then, changing the tire is different for every vehicle, every make and model. I mean, the general concept's the same, but your tools are going to be in a different spot, your spares are going to be in a different spot, so I'm just going to give you a general overview on how to change your tire. Alright, you want to start out by finding a nice place to stop if you end up having a flat on the road. Now then, this place needs to be flat and it needs to be visible. Now the reason it needs to be flat is because you're going to end up setting your jack. I'm going to tell you how to do that later on. But you want it to be smooth so that your jack can set stable. And you want to be able to be visible so nobody comes around the corner or nobody just runs in the back of you. Alright, next you're going to want to get your tools out of your vehicle. Most people don't know where their tools are, but it's simple to find them. You just look in your manual and it'll instruct you exactly where they are. Then you want to take your tools out of your vehicle and you want to get them all set up. You want to get them ready. And then you're ready to take off your tire. Now, starting to take off your tire, you want to grab your lug wrench. And this is going to be the one that, you know, it's got the big hole in the end of it, and it slides on the lug nuts on the tires. Now, if you have a hubcap on the outside of your rim that covers up your lug nuts, you're going to want to remove that, and then you can begin to loosen up the lug nuts. Then once you loosen up your lug nuts, you want to set your jack and begin to jack up your vehicle. Now the jack has certain points in which it can be put on the tire, and you have to get at one of these jack points. Now these jack points can be located in the manual. You want to jack your vehicle up, ideally, you know, about 6 inches off the ground, and that way whenever you put the new tire on, it'll make sure that the tire will clear the ground and it won't be scraping on the ground after you remove your spare. Whenever you're putting the new tire on, you want to line the holes up on the tires where the lug nuts are going to be. You want to line those up with the bolts, and you want to push it on there as far as possible, and you want to hand tighten the lug nuts. Once you get done doing this, you can begin letting down the vehicle. Now let the vehicle down slowly. And once you let down the vehicle, you need to tighten up those lug nuts as tight as you can with the lug wrench. And this is imperative because you could be driving down the road and then one of your lug nuts pop off, two of your lug nuts pop off, and then your tire pops off. So you don't want that to happen. In conclusion, you know, I'd really hope that you learn how to change your tire, because nobody's going to be waiting on you every time you have a flat. You're going to have to learn how to do it eventually.